they say every SEC opponent's the same and it all counts the same, but coming here sleep with these guys, it doesn't mean a little bit more?
I mean, yeah, it's cool. Obviously, an in-state rival, and very good program. They've been a really good program for a long time. So, obviously getting 3 wins here is tough, and it was a fun weekend. But like you said, every SEC opponent is the same thing.
One of the very few things y'all didn't check off the list last year was beating them. I guess it's just kind of a good accomplishment to get this season after missing it by a game in there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, they're a super talented team, and it was a really a lot of competitive innings, competitive pitches, and we just kind of came out at the end.
What does it say about this team to get that #1 ranking, come in here and just everything's business as usual, and you went about this weekend the way you did?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, being ranked #1 is cool and all, but our end goal has nothing to do with the ranking, right? We're trying to play our best baseball every single day. We're trying to improve every single day, and if we keep doing that, we'll be in a good spot later in the year.
Is there a moment when you realized that this weekend rotation can be as special as it's been to this point?
Yeah, I think last week was kind of like, okay, we've definitely got some guys that definitely know how to pitch and definitely aren't scared, that's for sure. And they just continue to be consistent. And, they throw strikes, and obviously they have really good stuff. So it's pretty fun to watch.
Hard to stay awake out there and send the Philly play Drew is pitching today.
No, I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying, but honestly, it makes me, me and the outfielders, it makes us want to be more alert, right? Because if he's going to keep pumping, strikes in there, we want to be ready for anything. So, it's fun to play defense with some of those guys.
What was working so well for you at the plate today? You got some big time hits, especially in that 9th inning.
Oh yeah, I think just kind of sticking to what I've been doing all year. Obviously, they have some good arms, and they have some really good stuff. So not everything's going to go your way, right? Even yesterday and Friday, right? But you just kind of stick to what I've been doing, and at the end of the day, you just got to compete, right? And I think that's kind of what's been going for me.
Where do you think you've improved the most from last year to this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously you feel like you try to get better at every single facet of the game throughout the fall and every single day, and kind of offensively, just kind of stand through the middle. At the end of the day, you just want to be a good teammate, so that's a big thing for me.
Drew, how do y'all avoid, I don't know if complacence is the right word, but how do y'all kind of keep building and keep trying to improve the things you're not doing as well as you want to do when you just kind of keep winning?
Yeah, as long as Coach Vitello's here, there will be no such thing as complacency. So, and I think a lot of guys on our team are the same way, right? We're still trying to get better every single day. Outside of the result, win or loss, right? There's still room for improvement no matter what happens. So I think that's our mentality.
How would you describe how he sort of balances that, the fun that you guys obviously have, and you can see that, but also the being a demanding coach?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we talk all the time, or he talks all the time about, having that right combination of loose but focus, right? And it's something that you try to, find every single day. It's not just something that stays, throughout the year. You're still trying to find it. So I think, he does a really good job of knowing when to be hard on us and, knowing when to kind of let us loose.
What do you think it says about this team that you all went to Ole Miss last weekend, swept, come to Vanderbilt this weekend and swept, and a lot of people are talking about 3-3 would be good, but y'all went 6-0.
Yeah, I think for us it just kind of says that we like competition, right? We don't really care where we are. We're playing in the backyard, doesn't really matter. We like to compete. Don't care where, don't care who it's against. They have a different uniform on, ready to go.
Drew, a lot of times people say you get to Omaha, you had a pretty good year, but y'all getting there and then things going the way they went when you were there, how much did that sort of burn at you or eat at you in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this year's a new year, but I mean, I'd be lying to you if I said I forgot that, right? I mean, I think it's kind of something that, if you're human, that, sparks a little fire in you if you're coming back, right? And I think the guys that are back this year are, motivated to, obviously get there, but, do some damage.
How much do you enjoy being the villain?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I think we all embrace it, right? I think that helps us play on the road really well is, we definitely embrace it. We don't care if people are yelling at us. We kind of like it, right? And I think if you embrace it, things can, go well like they have been going.
Did you notice the yelling reduce a little bit as the weekend went on? It seemed like Friday was really intense.
For sure. I mean, you definitely notice that, right? I mean, you're stomping on someone's throat, you tend to get a little quieter.
When you, obviously, you mentioned the villain thing, and y'all are probably geared up for this in-state rivalry anyway, but that first inning on Friday, how much did that kind of just add any extra fuel for you?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, you can either use it as someone that you're going to cower away from, or you can use it as someone that's going to spark a little fire, and I think that's what our team did.
Thanks, Drew.
Thanks, Drew.